If you play enough pool, you're going to start seeing the same old patterns coming up over and over again. And once you see the pockets for each ball in the pattern, your subconscious will do a lot of the work. Just because you've seen it all before and your subconscious doesn't forget anything. And this fact illustrates why it's vital to fix your mistakes during practice. If you've seen this pattern before and you did it wrong and you did nothing to correct that, then guess what you're going to do this time? And that's because you've closed your mind, you stop thinking, and you let your subconscious do it. And that's the place that you want to get to. But if you didn't correct it when you did it wrong, you're going to do it wrong again. So if you've gotten to a place where you've played a lot of pool, but you're just not improving, I guarantee you that this is the main source of why you're not improving. You have to set aside time to practice, and during that time you have to focus on where you're going wrong. If you don't know where you're going wrong, then break 10 racks in a row and try to run them out. If you can't run them out, you'll quickly learn what you're doing wrong. And you got to correct those things, and you have to stick that into your subconscious mind so you can get to the place where you can break, see the pockets, and let your subconscious take over. This is 9-ball. Now, 8-ball is different. You have to think all the way through 8-ball because you have serious complications with another 7 balls in your way and complicating the whole rack. In Josh Filler's youth, he took the time to correct his mistakes. So when you see him flying through a rack of 9-ball in 50 seconds, today it's because after the break, he's seen it all before. He knows what to do. He's done it 1,000 times. And it's a matter of sticking the right way into your subconscious and saying, hey, I've been here before. I know how to do this. I know what to do. I don't have to think so much, but I have to keep my concentration at a serious high level in order to avoid doing something stupid or something he knows not to do. Now, when there's complications and he's seeing something that he's never seen before, you will see him slow down and take a little more time to figure it out, or to figure out if he wants to play a safety to just keep from dealing it and hopefully get it back when his opponent can't get out of the safety. So let's get back to this particular pattern, and we can see that my only source of concern is getting right on the 3-ball so I can get back up table on the 5. So here's the shot on the 2, and as you can see, I need to roll up a little bit on the 3 in order to get the right position to get back on the 5. So I shoot a drag shot, but it's the wrong choice, and I mistimed the drag shot anyway because I hit the 2 while the cue ball was still skidding, and basically was a stop shot, which leaves me on the wrong side of the 3-ball in order to get up table on the 5. So this is what I needed to practice, and all I had to do is just put a hair of top on this ball and just hit it lightly just to roll up a couple inches to get right on the 3. And a lot of people wind up in positions like this, and they try desperate things, such as spinning the cue ball all the way down table and then back up table, and it gets them in a world of trouble. And you don't have to do that here. It's not that bad. You can make the 5-ball from almost anywhere on the table. You're just going to wind up with a little bit longer of a shot. And I'm putting left-hand English here to stay on the right-hand side of the table for the 6-ball shot. But if I didn't have to do that, I would put no English on it. If all I had to do was come up to the left-hand side of the table, I would just shoot this center ball. Don't put English on a cue ball in order to make the object ball. Don't ever do that because it just complicates everything and it leads to dependency on English, and you don't want to depend on English. You will never have a consistent pool game if you think English is to make balls. It's not. It's in order to gain position. English is for gaining position, never for making object balls. Never, ever do that. You're setting yourself up for failure if you do that because there's too many variables in using it. If you don't need it, don't use it. 9-ball is all about keeping things as simple as possible. If you put English on a ball where you don't need position, you're just trying to make the ball, now you've complicated everything. You're going to get to a place where you can't make a simple shot without using English. And there's a million examples of shots where you don't need it at all. You're just making everything more difficult on yourself than they have to be. So if position is defined by where the cue ball ends up after the shot, times where you might need it are certainly when you need to gain position on the following ball, but also to avoid a scratch or to break out clusters or to avoid another object ball. Yeah, sorry I harped on that issue, but it really needs to be brought home because too many people are doing it and they don't know why their game is inconsistent. One more thing on this rack here, when I get to the 8-ball, I forgot I was playing on this old Brunswick. I forgot the bottom rail is dead as hell on the right hand side and it just died off the rail. Now, I've been playing on diamond bar tables right around the time when I shot this video, and I've been playing a lot on diamond bar tables, and it just slipped my mind that this bottom rail is just not going to react the same way, and I come up way short. But you'll see it in the video, it just died. Now, should I fix this? I don't think I should, because it's not really fixing a physical thing. It's just a bad memory that I need to work on off table. And when I shoot the shot on this table, I got to shoot it harder. I got to roll it a little bit more. And on the diamond bar table, I shot it perfect. Unfortunately, I wasn't on a diamond bar table. But let's go ahead and run the video, and we'll see everything that happened all at once, and you can judge it. I'm not going to judge it.
Side pocket, didn't he? No. It's like most of that side pocket. You did good in there.
The finish right there, I think the 7 down there. Shoot hard, it's hard to shoot.
I figured you made 5 of them on that, huh? You didn't make me
I didn't leave my 7 there.
Your own personal style and your strengths and weaknesses do come into play on how you choose to run out a typical pattern. I'll show you what I mean after the break. Although I'm going to let this rack run because I think I've talked enough and I think I brought points home. I want to be underneath the 3 ball, so that's going to dictate how I play the 1 in order to get on the 2. You might like combinations. You might decide to shoot the 3-7 combination and make the best out of it. But I don't like it. It's not something I choose to shoot if I don't have to choose to shoot it. I have to shoot it if it's my only choice, but I don't believe it's my only choice. Also, going down table or back up table on this 3-ball shot, it seems kind of silly, but I didn't want to jack up too much on that 3-ball shot because it's a little bit touchy, and if your hair off, you're going to miss.
And I'll try to hit flat a little bit like this, like you want to start from here. And then go to the wall. That's good. And now the hammer should not be always, you don't have to hold it like you hold a 10-pound hammer. It helps.
All I wanted to do on that shot was just avoid hitting the 9-ball. And on this one, I go a little bit too long because I went route first.
You can relax your muscles.
And that played way more like a diamond bar table than this old Brunswick, but those rounds aren't dead. And again, this 9-ball shot is one that players choose to spin in. It's not wise. All you need is center ball. I put a little bit too much top on this and come close to scratching. But if I had to redo it, I would shoot center ball. There's no reason to put top or bottom or left or right on this ball. Just shoot it. You're safe from scratching if you do that.